Hi, good morning, everyone. I thought today I would talk about a few things that happened to me the other day. I live in the state of Delaware in the USA, and I go walking on these trails all the time because I'm by all these parks. And the other day when I was walking, I came across a woman who had a mask on, and she was walking her black Labrador. And I was looking down at the ground, noticing that there were all these brick coming up through the dirt and the gravel. And they were chunks of walls. And it looked like they were finding their way up, because rock usually does rise to the surface. So I'm standing there looking at this brick, and I'm noticing, of course, it's not made how we make concrete today, because it doesn't have the same ingredients in it. You can see it when you pick it up. I've made concrete stoops and walkways around my house with a cement mixer, so I know exactly the formula to make this concrete. And I'm looking at this going, there's nothing in it that I could recognize. But I digress. Anyway, while I was standing there, this pathway is about maybe about 4 feet wide, and this woman starts yelling at me. She's got a mask on, she's got gloves on, she's all hilted up, and she's like, "Could you please just move? Could you just walk forward? Could you get out of the path? I need to pass you." And I turned around and looked at her, and I said, "Fine, I'll just scoot over a little bit." She goes, "No, I need you to move completely. Start walking." And I said, "No, I will not." So when she passed me, I looked directly at her as she was trying not to look at me like I was some kind of leper. And I said, "Please don't let fear reside in your heart." And she turns around and snaps at me as harsh as she possibly can. "I don't know what you're talking about." And it's like, So I responded instantly without even thinking and told her, "This is exactly why you're so clueless, because you don't know what I'm talking about." And then I decided that I was going to do a video about talking about the unset fear that has solidified in people's hearts and how to shatter the fear. We cannot have fear dwell in our heart. We are our heart. And whatever it's holding, we resonate to, of course, obviously. And then I was thinking, how are we going to break this set pattern that has literally solidified into a state of non-recognition? And what I mean is, the human being is full of love. Well, most of us are. Those that are real beings. Let me add that in there too. And I saw that she was a real being. She wasn't a matrix program. And I thought, this is so horrible. The lack of education, the ignorance that humanity has brought down to on its knees, the level of ignorance. When I was in high school, or it might have been middle school, I can't remember which school it was in, but we were taught that there were viruses and there was bacteria, and that viruses you're born with and bacteria can be transmitted. Well, this basic knowledge has already been deleted out of the human populace, because obviously anybody running around with masks and gloves on anything for a supposed virus that's let loose and leashed out is already to the point of ignorant on that level. It's like we are being dumbed down to such a degree. You know, I want to know if these people will ever wake up at this point. I remember back in the 80s, and they put the big scare out about AIDS, that autoimmune deficiency disease, which was actually not transmitted, but done through vaccines and what have you. And that all of our vaccines are literally putting us in an autoimmune deficiency state. And I'm wondering, how do we bring these people back to point zero so they can start over again on the fear level, so they can get a resemblance of a quality of life, because living in a state of fear is no quality of life. I mean, I can't even imagine how horrible it would be to live in that level of fear, where everything you do, you're terrified. You can't go outside, you can't talk to people, you can't go shopping, everything you touch, you're in a state of fear that, oh my gosh, it could kill me if I touch anything. You won't eat anything. You won't breathe. I mean, the state of fear at that level, it's horrific. And we need to turn around and we need to change this. Because what is that saying? You change someone here and here in their heart, which you can see my heart. That's where it needs to change. So I was very concerned about these people who are locked into such a state of fear. I'm very concerned about them. Will they ever be able to break the spell? Because it is a spell. You couldn't have cast a bigger spell if you chose to. And of course, this was cast upon the human consciousness. So I just wanted to put this quick video out about the state of fear, and we need to start helping these people manage their way back to a semblance of quality of life, because living in this state is no quality of life. When you can't even feel safe within your own skin, it's not a quality of life. So, wake up, everyone. Of course, not the people that I'm talking to, but if you happen to be around people on this state of fear, love. Just have understanding and love. And I know most people, when they see stuff like that, they just want to shake their head or even get angry. It's not the answer either. These people need to be shown the way back. If you can even show them, I don't know. I really don't know. Some of them are so far gone. This will impact them for as long as they're alive here in this reality, because that's how damaging it's become to them and their psyche. So, all right then. Everybody have a great day. Bye.